In response to my video about revamping the judicial system, the argument some of us can't afford it. Some people can afford to just commit the crimes and pay that off. Some people are rich like that. That's not an argument because we have laws on the book that if you do the same crime over and over and over again, you can get charged with felony aggravated offender because you didn't learn your lesson the first time. That's a felony. That's prison time. So that's not a fair argument. Some people can afford it. If you can't afford it, don't do the fucking crime. Don't speed. Fucking, if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, don't do it more than twice. Because then you're going to get charged with felony aggravated offender. That law is on the books and can be used even in traffic court. And if it's a felony, you're going to jail. So don't sit there and go, well, it's not fair because the rich white man, he could just get a fucking speeding ticket every day and pay it off. No, he can't. No, he can't. Because you might not be able to afford it, meaning you're not going to commit a crime again because you can't afford to fucking pay the fucking fine from the crime. So you're going to be very careful not to fucking do it again. If you enforce the aggravated offender law, he better be very careful not to do it again either, or else he's going to fucking prison. So that's not a fair argument. If you fucking treat the judicial system the way it's supposed to be, equal across the board, there are punishments that will fucking enforce the law for everybody of every financial background. You don't have to make it easier for a poorer person and then be harsh to a rich person. It should be equal across the board. Each person's financial background is none of the concern of the court. The court should only be concerned with the crime and the punishment. The court should not be taking into account their financial background. The court should not be taking into account the color of their skin. The court should not be taking into account the fucking junk in between their legs. That has nothing to do with the crime they committed. And that has nothing to do with the punishment that they get. So it's a false argument to be like, oh, well, that means rich people could just get away with it because they can afford it. No, they can't. Because if I'm the judge and I got a rich guy that's coming into me for the fourth or fifth time in 4 or 5 months committing the same fucking crime, I'm charging him with felony aggravated offender. I'm holding him in contempt of court at that point. He's going to jail for 30 days. I'll see him again when he comes to face the charges for felony aggravated offender, in which he is going to prison. Punishments to crime are supposed to be a deterrent, not a compromise.